All right, as we've been watching the coverage from our Fox News network, we're coming back here locally, and we have noted attorney Gloria Allred, who's joining us now here on GDLA to talk about this historic decision by the U.S. Supreme Court. And first off, Gloria, thank you for joining us. Can you give us your gut reaction to what happened this morning?
I'm absolutely heartbroken and also outraged at the same time. I'm heartbroken for all of the millions of women whose lives are going to be put at risk, and their health and their safety has completely been ignored. This is not only the overturning of a 50-year precedent constitutional right, which had been afforded to women and which has been affirmed over and over again, but this is dangerous to the life and health and women. You talk about women and girls being passionate about this, and that's because their lives are at risk, because many of them may die from illegal, unsafe abortions, as in the same way that I almost died when I was in my 20s, in the 60s, before Roe v. Wade. This cannot stand. It is going to return to the states, and we have to do everything we can, yes, passionately and actively, to make sure that we protect the life and the health and the safety of women and girls. This is an attempt to control women's lives. And in the many states that have outlawed abortion, that have trigger laws that are going into effect now or in a very few days, which will, make it a crime in some places, well, but will definitely outlaw abortion and mean that licensed healthcare providers can't provide it. In some places, they're trying to outlaw birth control. Are you kidding me? We are not going to stand for this, and we have to fight back. There are going to be demonstrations today all over this nation, maybe in every state, today and tomorrow. Women and men who care about their daughters and their lives do have to get out into the street, do have to go into the court of public opinion, because this is the most dangerous Supreme Court decision that we have ever had. And we have to activate our everything. And politically, we have to go and make sure that we elect in the next election those who are pro-choice, not those who think that a fertilized egg should have more rights than an adult woman. Poor women, rural women, young women, women of color are those that are most at risk. They don't have the money sometimes to travel from states that outlaw abortion to states like California, where we can provide them a safe and legal abortion. We are what we call a haven state. We will make sure that our women and girls can get abortions. We are possibly going to provide for some women and girls in other states, if they can get here, money to travel here, perhaps even a free abortion, because this is about helping others. We cannot stand for this decision.
Gloria, when that opinion was leaked, were you prepared for the foreshadowing of what was to come? And also, are you surprised that all the noise that was made as a result of what was leaked didn't, in the end, change the result?
Well, I haven't had a chance to read the decision today. So I know it's 5-4, and I don't know, and by the way, that's 3 Trump appointees that have now changed the course of history for women and put their lives at risk. But I didn't know if any of the language would change. I felt that perhaps this would be the ultimate decision. But, I thought there was always some possibility of change. And I'll have to look at the decision to see. But the bottom line is Roe v. Wade, that 1973 Supreme Court decision of the United States, has been overturned, has been reversed. And that means each state can decide, if women have to get illegal abortions, because it's not going to stop women and girls from getting abortions. It's just going to be like it was for me before Roe v. Wade, where women may try to either abort themselves And by the way, some states are even outlawing the morning after pill. But some may, have the coat hanger abortions or abortions by people who are just getting paid and then leave women to die, or in a pool of their own blood in a bathtub like I experienced. But this is, I thought it might change in some of the language, and I'll have to wait and see if it's softened up a bit. But this is draconian. This is a catastrophe. There are no words for how bad and hurtful and harmful this decision is.
Gloria, you just brought up contraception. I want to kind of expand on that a little bit, maybe a little bit about the wide-ranging outcomes of this decision. I know you've said this could be the first step in eroding other, what you called hard-won rights. Can you talk to that a little bit? Things like maybe same-sex marriage, interracial marriage?
Yes, I mean, this is what we call in the law a slippery slope, where this isn't likely about just abortion, although if it were, that's bad enough because so many millions of women do it. This is, not a well-kept secret in this country about how many women actually do get abortions for many reasons. And nobody should second guess their reasons because it isn't anybody else's business as to why they choose. A woman should have the right to make that decision for herself. But to answer your question, if the right to privacy is no longer going to exist. And again, I haven't read the language of this decision yet, but if the right to privacy is gone, then in many states, they will be able to perhaps outlaw birth control, grounded in the right to privacy, the Griswold decision. And we have to look at it. What about the right to marriage equality, same-sex marriage, which we thought was a constitutional right because of the decision a few years ago by the Supreme Court, but that could be impacted. So again, not limited to reproductive choice decisions, potentially wide-ranging to affect many other rights as well.
Gloria, thank you so much for joining us this morning.